Okay, this is a 2024 Cadillac CT5. I'm gonna guess it's a sport-related trim. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how the trims go for the CT5, but judging by other models like the XT5, for example, I'm gonna guess it's a sport trim. It's because it definitely lacks on chrome on the exterior, and it does have some carbon fiber on the interior. It's mom's loaner car. We're actually about to bring it back, but over the weekend, her 2017 ATS had a tire blowout, and the folks over at Key Cadillac were nice enough to give us this as a loaner car. And me personally, I don't think I'd want to own a CT5 just because, at least with the 4-cylinder, I definitely think it lacks a little bit in power. And I'm not a big fan of its sportback design, but it definitely is a really, really nice car. It's very comfortable and it rides very nice. However, it does have quite a few quirks, and that's the purpose of this video, and I'll get more into that in a second. First things first, I want to talk about these mirrors. Now, unfortunately, my camera will not do enough justice on how skinny these mirrors really are. It's really just comical how skinny they really are. Honestly, I don't think these mirrors would even work on a Smart 4.2, to be totally honest with you. It's really a pain in the butt to adjust, I've noticed, because you really got to get it in that perfect position. Otherwise, it's just going to be just a little inconvenient, and that could really be a nightmare. So that's one thing. One feature, I guess, more or less, this actually does have electronic door handles. So, it looks like a regular door handle, but it's not, actually. It's a little mechanism. I don't know if you can see, it's this kind of rubbery mechanism right here. You just grab that and it opens the door for you electronically, which is pretty cool. However, it does still have a physical door handle to open the door, which I think is really nice, because I have noticed, in like C6 Corvettes, for example, I have heard stories of the batteries dying and folks getting stuck. In fact, some people have even died from, heat exhaustion. So I think it's definitely nice to have a physical door handle if you're going to have an electronic door handle. This does have some really nice feeling paddle shifters. It's not like cheap plastic, it's true aluminum. It's really nice touch up. Of course, electronic shifter. I'm pretty sure there's like one model where you don't get an electronic shifter. I think it's like the low trims of the CT4. You can still get a regular old gearbox, but otherwise you are stuck with an electronic gear shifter, which honestly, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It could be pretty obnoxious sometimes, but I've gotten used to it. But definitely does take some time to get used to. I'm pretty sure I've done a demo video on how to use this already, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. So, obviously it has the newer General Motors chime, which some people actually hate, but I actually kind of like it. It's a little more soothing, if you will. And that was the 4-cylinder you're hearing there. I think it's either a 2-liter or a 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. And as I said earlier, it is quite a little underpowered. It has like 237 horsepower or something like that. So definitely lacks in power for something of this size. But anyway, now this is actually the main reason I'm making this video. I want to talk about the fact that this car does not have a factory navigation system. Now, It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, if you couldn't notice already, but it doesn't have just like a standard navigation from the factory, which I think is really strange. Now, at first, I was thinking like, oh, I wonder if it's maybe in demo mode, or maybe I'm just stupid. No, watch this. I'm going to do the voice activation.
What would you like?
Navigation.
I cannot complete your navigation request right now. Sorry about that.
So, I definitely think that is a little dumb, if you will. Just especially because, you know, this is a $60,000 car in 2024. And, you know, I think it's definitely strange, but whatever. You do you, Cadillac. Anyway, besides that, this is actually a very nice car. The seats are very comfortable. Much better than the ATS. Those seats actually suck. You know, it has auto hold, which is actually probably one of my favorite features in any modern car ever. The interior doesn't feel too cheap. It's actually pretty well put together. Definitely an interesting roof design. Like, seriously, just cut this out and just make it one big roof. Like, at this point, that's just stupid, but whatever. Anyway, I think that's about all. Thanks for tuning in to this dumb little rant about Cadillacs, and hope y'all are well, and huzzah.